Hello, guys. Hi. Uh, as usual, since we're gonna do a lot of handwork, which is why you can't see me, but yes, welcome to another session of POPxo Live with me, Nalini. And in today's session, uh, as you can see, this is the mood board. We are going to pick some of the inspirations from this, and we'll be creating bookmarks out of it. So, to begin with, I've used like a lot of pink and shades of green, so because they are my favorite colors. So, feel free to use any of the colors and use any of the inspiration. I wanted to begin with creating a mood board, so this is how we're going to start. And my favorite one is this and this. So today we'll be learning these two. If you have any preference out of these, you can also let me know in the comment section. So feel free to do that. And uh, we can use any of those white color sheets. If you have colored sheets, you can use that even. So these I've already cut it out and put on masking tape even. These are the sorts of masking tape that you can get. And we're going to start coloring it. This is something that we are taking as an inspiration, and we're going to create and we're going to make like a camouflage of these leaves in entire bookmark. So let's begin. I am going to need a number 10 brush. This is a number 10 brush, as you can see, and a lot of yellow. Look, you can't see the colors, so just going to take it out for you. The yellow that I'm taking, a very mustard sort of a yellow, you could see, but it's not like super light, so that's the best part. And I want all the colors to come out nicely. So yeah, I'm gonna start. Super easy, just keep the strokes like this and begin coloring. The end is going to be a keep kind of format, which is why, and this is entirely dry and wet technique. So mostly I do a lot of wet and wet. This time we are trying dry and wet. So here it is. I mean, I don't know whether if you were an artist or like you were just a hobbyist like me, we all create such mood boards to inspire ourselves. And for me, I believe like colors are like mood lifter for me. So I just use vibrant colors mostly. And just like a half broken heart sort of a thing with not pointy edges is something that we are trying to create here. And as you can see, we're done doing. I see you guys have commented that you love the flamingo. Sure, if you want us to create this flamingo, you can comment and we shall do in our next bookmark session, or we can do it today only because we have to let these uh, leaves sort of a thing to dry up. So we have to keep this to dry. Leave it aside and use another bookmark which I kept here. So yeah. Uh, to begin with, I will be taking actually. To start with, all you gotta do is just make like a little oval sort of a thing. It's fine. It's absolutely rough, so you can make number of mistakes. It's fine. And then we're just going to give a neck to our flamingo, just this, and simple, like sort of a thing. So yeah, okay, super easy. This is just basic anatomy we have provided to a flamingo. Now we'll be using brush. I'm using brush pen. Using first is that I'm mixing pink, super light pink that I'm getting on my palette. See, super light, just with a lot of water. And we are going to color it out here. Here, as you could see, basic anatomy while drawing helps a lot, I feel. Earlier, I was not a person who used to use pencil, or I used to I never used to outline it, but I realized that that helps in giving edge to whatever you are creating. So, yes, you have to use a fine brush, I guess. So, are just working on the basic anatomy that we have provided on the sheet. Now I'm using like a little thin brush to cover up this, and a little bit of blue so that will showcase that this flamingo is standing near water bodies. We have to let this blue color dry because we want to show like there's a reflection also, and the level of water where this flamingo is standing is super less. So yeah, you can create a variation and give a gradient to it, but I just want to like not work too much on this because I end up overworking. So yeah, just want to avoid that. And some wet on wet technique here instead of gradient. Since we have outlined it, so need not to worry. Even you know what, we can just cover this with blue. That's the advantage of using masking tape whenever you're printing. And just going to give like a very cloudy effect sort of a thing. Uh, color palette. Okay, I am using camel watercolor, basic watercolor to begin with, because I was not sure whether I want to spend a lot of time doing the painting. So I mean, of course, there are millions and expensive colors available, but I go with the basic one. And this is just basic palette to mix and give color shades. Uh, I see somebody have asked me that why do you cover the sides with the tape? So basically, I'll tell you what will be the difference in the end, because you don't want all your colors to go like across the entire painting. You just want to maintain a border across this entire bookmark, or even while painting. So which is why we use entirely using masking tape. It helps in creating borders, lines, and give like absolutely finished lines while painting. So it's your call. If you don't want to use masking tape, feel free to do that. And yeah, so I believe a pink is still not dried up. So I'm going to can't use any color on that. Otherwise, we'll end up making a float of colors. But meanwhile, I see that this yellow part is all dried up. So we're going to leave our flamingo. She's resting and drying up. We're going to complete this. So this I will be using Sharpie bookmark, simple. And what we're gonna do is gonna make like a the thickness is pretty good, and otherwise I use this one even for fine dining. So you can use any of that and simple create lines, and now you could see that how simple patch of a color helps you create something like this. You just have to make sure that how we make leaves, just have to maintain the borders like that. And mostly I try to keep all the classes in like 15 minutes because I know like for you guys are seeking something super quick. Uh, and whenever we are learning, we end up watching so many videos that we get confused with how to begin with. So like my entire learning and absorbing things from online was that I like quick videos where I can learn stuff super easy, which sadly is not highly available on internet. So here you go. You can make bubbles sort of a thing. So you can use watercolor if you want to even. And yeah, gonna make super quick. I mean, I like somehow boho versus anything else. So as you could see, like, and I use like minimal elements because I want to keep everything super easy to grasp and understand. So these leaves doesn't mean anything to me, but because it's just calmness that a leaf can bring to you, and since it's in entirely boho format, so it just adds. And now I'm going to make using just white pen to give a look of bubble here. This is done. So you can just remove your masking tape super easy. And as you could see, the color is not there on your painting. So it's just a good way to maintain your borders. Yep. Yes. So this one's done. We'll, we're coming back to our flamingo. I believe it's absolutely dried up. I'm keeping it in the corner. And here is our flamingo. Again, we are going to add a darker shade of pink now. Give like some tail sort of a thing using the darker colors. Just using dark colors to make the shadows prominent. And yeah, largely this is what it is. And making a bit of triangle so that whenever we come back here to make beak, it's super easy. Maybe a little bit of pink. That's about it. While you are going to paint this, it's going to be looking really great at home. So don't forget to try this at home. And you can keep it in your room, bedroom, gift it, do whatever. Cool. So almost we're done, but we have to let this thing dry. Yeah, which is going to take some time. Meanwhile, we are going to use a thin brush water effect. This time I'm using number two brush. This time I'm using number two brush and simple waterline. That's it. And not dried up properly. Quite afraid to use it right now because our colors have not dried up. That part is done. I guess I can use it that. Just like how you would make a stick figure. Again, the outline, need not to be super fine. Not dried up, pretty risky. Mhm. Try to cover as many things I can and removing our outlines that is visible right now of pencil. Colors have not dried up properly, which is why the color right now the black is bloating. Cool. So it's majorly outlining which is left. That's about it. So what we can do is, since you've anyway seen the finished product, the finished painting anyway, so you can check out Old Sketchy on Instagram and see the final results there when I am going to outline this section even, and that will be available on stories. So if you're following this and you want to know how the end looks like, the finished painting, feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's the name Old Sketchy. So see you there. Thank you for joining in. It was lovely seeing you all and actively participating and using your free time on weekend. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.